tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's a matchup of two former league MVPs in the NFC South. It's Matt Ryan and the Falcons taking on Cam Newton and the Panthers.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the defending NFC champions, the Atlanta Falcons. For the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Ryan. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, Give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Newton now to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Fights him off. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing now. Ryan on 1st down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 1st down, Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here's Newton now on second down. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now, they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Come on now.
To throw on second down is Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The rookie from UCLA Tech, McKinley. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's... Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looking deep for Gabriel. He's got a man, complete. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 79 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
On first down, Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dontari Poe breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Yeah, nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The Panthers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He'll buy some time right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now Ryan on first down. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. this here as he's taken down. Luke Kuechly able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Julius Peppers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Now Newton on 1st down. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley. And that's going to make it fourth down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Falcons draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at about the 31, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. And for how much Cam handles the football, he really doesn't fumble a whole lot, but coughed it up there.
And I know that a lot of people seeing that play, they immediately go back to the Super Bowl against Denver and Von Miller knocking it free from Cam. But I think you're exactly right. One of the underrated aspects of his game, he's fundamentally sound when he carries the football. Whether he's in the pocket or actually running it, he usually does a great job of taking care of it.
He'll have to shake that one off. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Deshaun Hall in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Look, Carolina had a number of issues last year, and that's why they slumped to 6-10 after a Super Bowl appearance. The pass rush wasn't a problem for them. They still got to the quarterback.
47 total sacks. That was just one behind Arizona, who led the league.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue for them, young corners, they gave up a lot of big plays.
Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And this one is right down Broadway. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got room. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Newton on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's caught. Shepard. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they will finally put an into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Play action. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Corn Elder, the rookie from Miami. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now Newton, and he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley. And it'll be a 2nd and long. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Here's Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Sutton with a grab over the middle. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 38-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st down, Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Going underneath, it's Coleman. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space. Taken down right at the 10. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This is McCaffrey on the give. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Ryan buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One last shot for Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Cornelder, the rookie from Miami. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I